Seeing that it is now 6:04 p.m., notice is hereby given for a special meeting, calling the special meeting, a special session of City Council of the City of Pleasanton, Texas, on August 14th, 2014 at 6:04 p.m. to order. Roll call, Mr. Sines.
Here.
Mr. Best.
Here.
Ms. Israel. Here. Mr. Sitka. Here. Mr. Gallegos. Item number 3, second reading and adoption of ordinance number 14-1114, adopting impact fees for water and wastewater. Again, this is the second reading and adoption. This is an ordinance establishing the city's water and wastewater impact fee programs by incorporating impact fee land use assumptions and impact fee capital improvement plans, by establishing the impact fee service area boundaries, and by setting the water and wastewater impact fees to be charged by the city.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem.
Yes, Mr. Gallegos.
I move to approve the adoption of ordinance number 14-1114, adopting impact fees for water and wastewater.
Second.
I have a motion and I have a second to go ahead and adopt ordinance 14-114 for adopting impact fees for water and wastewater. Any discussion? No discussion? We'll move to the vote. All in favor of the motion, right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Item number 4, discussion and action on canceling October 2nd, 2014 regular city council meeting due to conflict with annual TML convention.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
do I have to vote on this one?
Yes.
Yeah, we had staff on there. I think Mr.
Yeah,
Pleasanton-
just to
What date?
refresh the council's memory,
Yes,
the council
thank
will
you.
be at TML that week. And so we had asked you all in the meeting last week to consider canceling that meeting. It would be our first regular meeting in October, but to cancel that meeting in favor of the council attending TML. So we just need a motion and vote.
Madam Mayor
Yes, Mr. Gallegos.
Pro Tem, I move to cancel the October 2nd, 2014 regular city council meeting due to the conflict with the annual TML conference.
Second.
I have a motion to go ahead and cancel the October 2nd, 2014 regular city council meeting, and I have a second. Any discussion? If not, we'll move to the vote. Everybody in favor, right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, we're on to, okay, this is always the good one. Okay, the special session of August 14th, 2014 is hereby recessed to hold an executive session pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Subchapter D, as it pertains to consultation with attorney. 55.071 and real property, 551.072, and executive matters may be discussed and acted upon if appropriate in open session, and the regular session of the city council, regular special session of the city council is now adjourned at 6:08 p.m. Recess. What did I say?
You say adjourned.
Adjourned? Okay.
Recessed.
Okay, I'm recessed.
We were
That's
wondering
not
where you
fair.
were at. It got out of order, but
Oh, it's not supposed to be locked after security.
Okay, the special session of the City Council of the City of Pleasanton, Texas, August 14th, 2014 at 6:48 p.m. is now in session. Item, executive session. Oh, we're on to, can reconvene. I'm good. Okay, item number 8, discussion and action to direct the mayor Pro Tem to sign the new 10-year terms and conditions contract with BFI Waste Services of Texas, LPDBA Allied Waste Services of San Antonio, DBA Republic Services of San Antonio.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem?
Mr. Best,
I move that we direct the Mayor Pro Tem to sign the new 10-year term and terms and conditions contract with BFI Waste Services of Texas, LPDBA, Allied Waste Services of San Antonio, DBA Republic Services of San Antonio.
Second.
I have a motion and I have a second. Is there discussion?
Who second? Roger or JR?
I heard Mr. Gallegos, if anyone tells me.
You heard wrong, darling.
Pardon me?
No, she did not. She
I
did
said it
not.
first. I said it first.
I double the second
Can
thing.
you double the second? Wait a minute, I'm getting.
Dead heat.
Yeah, I'm getting swayed over here. I have
Are
to
you
give this
sure
one to
you're
Mr.
awake,
Garza.
Mr. Garza?
Yes.
Do you know what you second?
Mr. Pearson, I understand there's some discussion for us, so would you like to go ahead and introduce?
Madam Chair and council, good evening, and thank you for just a few moments, although that the consultation with attorney and executive session was quite extensive. I just wanted to brief you all once again and make everyone aware of some of the general terms in this contract. Number one, the very first point of emphasis was our residents. This negotiation with Republic and their folks, and in particular with Bill and Terry and others, really focused on our residents first. The first discussions included a 20-year exclusive franchise agreement. As of the last couple of months, we moved towards a 10-year exclusive franchise agreement with 2 5-year extensions. That's when it's in this contract. Let's get to the important stuff. What services are we going to get, and what's it going to cost? Well, there will be no increase in residential rates for the next 3 years. That includes 14-15, 15-16, and 16-17. And only a 1% increase in years 4 and 5, 17-18, 18-19. As you all know in past contracts, and it will be in this contract too, the CPI increase, the CPI index for all cities governs the increase each year. So, reiterate, no increase for residents for 3 years, a 1% in years 4 and 5, and then the CPI will take over. Resident recycling is included once again in the base rate. However, Republic will furnish 95-gallon recycle quarts instead of 18-quart recycle tubs. The contract signed tonight. Bill assures me that the order will be made immediately. It'll be 60 to 90 days to get them all in here. The first ones that will be set out will be for those replacements of the 18 quarts with the 95-gallon. And then at the request of the customer, we will issue those requests to Republic once a week for additional carts to be set out. They come and pick carts up and set carts out every Thursday. Another important part for our residents was brush and bulky waste pickup. We're going to get brush and bulky waste pickup 3 times a year, up to 10 cubic yards. That's almost a tripling of what we're getting now, included in the base rate. We will also have an out-of-cycle, on-demand pickup. It will be a pay-if-you-play, where the resident can call Republic directly and say, hey, I had to trim some petunias and my Mexican fire bushes didn't die till December and my Esperanzas died in January, come pick it up now. That will be a $25 per cubic yard price, $25 with a $25 minimum charge. We will try to accommodate on our side through code enforcement issues and code enforcement provisions. If we can't get the cooperation from residents to pick up, then we will order the pickup through Republic. We'll charge the resident $35 minimum and $35 cubic yard for administrative costs, and they will pick it up and it'll be on their utility bill, and we will remit that payment to Republic. There will be a delivery fee for first-time setup of $10 per cart. No $10 pickup fee. Commercials will get a slight increase this year of around 2.2 to 2.4, 2.5%. In some cases, it fluctuates. And then the CPI will take over after that for commercial. This is an exclusive franchise agreement. All demolition, construction, and otherwise roll-offs, 20, 30, and 40-yard. Those contractors, those builders will be contacting Republic directly for those deliveries. There will be a 7% franchise fee attached to those deliveries and that service, and that money will be remitted back to the city with an itemized list once a month by Republic Services. That'll all be through Republic Services. Municipal facilities will be free of charge. We really don't think it's right for our residents to have to pay twice. One thing that was important to us, because we do have an amount of brush we cut where there's things in the right-of-ways. We do have from time to time areas we have to go pick up bulky waste on properties that are not occupied. We do from time to time have things put in our right-of-ways that we have to pick up. So, with that being in mind, the next point is that we will get 48 30 cubic yard roll-offs free of charge to the city per year. City-sponsored events. There will be 2 30 cubic yard roll-off boxes provided free of charge for up to 2 city-sponsored events as approved by the City Council of Pleasanton, Texas. No services at no charge unless approved by the governing body. We felt like that was important. I won't go through attachment D, which shows you how to calculate the CPI index as a kind of a instrument there. I will say that this has been a long year and 8 months for not only your city staff, but also for Republic Services. Bill Rich, the general manager of Republic, he doesn't know I know this, but I do have friends too in high places, and I know he flew to Phoenix to talk about this. Pleasanton was that important. And you know what? Pleasanton is that important. I have emphasized to Bill, and he will talk to you all this evening, that from the staff perspective, and I am calling on the council to ask this question, as long as Mr. Gavlick is employed by Republic, doesn't become the CEO, doesn't transfer to Timbuktu, and as long as he is in place, we would like for you to respectfully request that he be our customer service representative, because after all, I have to office on the same hallway with Sherry and Raquel. It was when Terry entered this situation over the last year and 8 months, things started to move. He is the ultimate in customer service. And I know Bill and Republic feel lucky to have him. I will tell you, he is invested in our community as well. Relatives close, he lives close, and he loves to play golf. Madam Mayor Pro Tem, that's really all I have. I want to
Mr. Pearson, before, I know that Mr. Rich would like to say a few words, but before he does, and I realize it's premature because we haven't voted at this time, but I would like to, I think the whole council, I speak for them and all of them, I just say freely if you want to make a comment to do so. But I have been at the beginning of this process with Mr. Pearson, as all of us I'm sure have been, and I could not be more proud of the team and Mr. Pearson leading it. And I would like to give just a special thanks to Raquel and to Helen, and certainly to Sherry as well. But Raquel, you have stood in the fire, and you have been tested, and I am so appreciative of the job that you've done. It's a true testament to our administrative employees, and I'm appreciative of Helen as well. And Mr. Pearson, if you wouldn't have just been the type of negotiator that you are, and certainly that Republic wasn't willing to come to the table, we wouldn't be here this evening. So I just wanted to say so and say bravo to them.
Like I say, I do have to work on that hall with Helen, Raquel, and Sherry.
It's a lot of women.
Let me introduce some of these folks tonight before Bill addresses you all. Obviously, we all know Andy Jocelyn, close friend, and works with the public. Their operations manager, Dan Toomey. I think one of the first visits Stan's made tonight, but it was important for him to be here. And Terry needs very little introduction after I tried to embarrass him as much as I possibly could. But Bill, if you would come up and address the council, I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Mayor Pro Tem, council members, city staff. As Mr. Pearson identified, I'm Bill Rich. I'm the general manager for Republic Services here in the San Antonio metro area. And with me, I have some of our service team leaders that are a big part of what we get done. We also have 300 other employees that are part of that service delivery team that are very critical to what we do here, and a big part of our success as well here in the community. I want to thank you for allowing us the opportunity to be here tonight, and for the honor and the privilege for being partners with the city of Pleasanton for as long as we have. I also want to thank Mr. Pearson, Helen, Raquel. We have worked quite a bit over the last year, as well as the rest of the city staff for the diligence and the assistance for working with our team to deliver an updated franchise agreement between the city and Republic, and we fully expect that this will best serve the needs of the citizens and the businesses within the community for many years to come. I know that Bruce went through several of the items that are included in there, so I don't need to necessarily repeat those unless you would like me to, but I can answer any questions that you may have. I don't know if Terry wanted to have some comments as well, but he has been very invested in this, and it's our intention to keep him as part of the service team here for the city of Pleasanton. So at this point, are there any questions that I
Any
might
questions,
pick up for?
council?
I haven't.
Oh, wonderful. Well, so again, thank you again for your support and for the privilege and the honor to be partners with the city of Pleasanton and the community.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem, I just have one comment.
Yes, please.
I think it's important to realize how great of a contract this is. And one of the premises that was discussed that drives this contract is it's fair to business, but it is an extremely friendly contract to the citizens of Pleasanton. And the comment has been made, not everyone benefits from the Eagle Forward. Well, this is the type of contract that allows everyone to benefit because of the Eagle Forward, because it's fair to business, but then it's extremely friendly to the citizens. And I think that expression was very, as it was presented, is very important for everyone to understand. And again, I like the rest of the city council, applaud Bruce. This was a hard job, and this is great work. So thank you very much.
Mr. Vazo, I believe we have a motion and a second. Would you please read back the motion for us?
Yes, ma'am. To direct the Mayor Pro Tem to sign the new 10-year terms and conditions contract with BFI Waste Services of Texas, LP, DBA Allied Waste Services of San Antonio, DBA Republic Services of San Antonio.
I would ask that the council go ahead and we'll go ahead and take the vote, but then after that, we'll allow Mr. Golick to have a few words. Is that all right with council?
Yes.
All right. Everybody in favor of that motion, would you please raise your right hand? Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Golick?
I don't have a whole lot to say, but when y'all found Bruce, y'all found a pretty amazing guy. I would like to use him for about 2 weeks to negotiate my pay terms with Bill. He didn't leave anything on the table for any bonus for me. But he did an amazing job, guys. You gotta, he just, I mean, hats off to him. He's
Terry, for a small fee back to the city, you can.
I'll work with you. And that's not, wait, we got. I can't leave out my girls. It's been a joy to work with. It's fun. I enjoy talking to them. Their problems are real. They're simple. They're common sense issues. I mean, anyhow, so it's not that hard to work with y'all guys.
Mr. Garlick, would you share with us again your commitment to providing customer service also to the contractors?
The young ladies have my cell phone.
Yes.
That's the best conductor of business. I mean, emails are good. I'm blind in one eye. I can't see that good. So those emails, I can't see them on that little deal. So they call me and we talk it out, whatever little it is, and we just fix it. And I get to stomping my feet, and I'll call Dano, and Dano will fix it. And it all works out good. But they're easy problems when you got good people to work with.
We're very excited.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
May I say something about Terry? I just want
Yes, please.
I also want to say, because I've dealt closely with him for the last year or so, that whenever we have an issue, the minute we send an email to Terry, within the hour maybe, that issue has been addressed. I mean, the customer service that he's helped us provide has been tremendous, and I mean, he's just such a great asset, and it's enjoyable working with him.
May I make a comment? I didn't know Terry at all. We were approaching at a council meeting when I offered to give a tour of the facility in San Antonio. Sent our reporter there, and Leon came back just bragging all over you on the facility. For you to open up, to let us see behind the scenes and to see what you offer and the bigger picture of where all of our items end up and how you process it and how you take care of the area.
It was fun.
Well, that was, I mean, that's above and beyond.
I got a picture of that deal there, and I got it out.
Good. Thank you for that.
And, you know, Mayor Pro Tem and Council, I appreciate those kind words, but you know, it's really about the relationship first. Now, Bill and I won't admit to hard bare knuckle negotiating. We did talk about Spurs, Chicago Bears, his beloved home city of Chicago, and I tried to compare my beloved home city, which was somewhat difficult to do because we don't have Chicago-style pizza. But it was about the relationship first. And I thank Bill for that.
Thank you, Mr. Pearson. We're going to move on now to item number 9. This is a discussion and action to direct the city staff to bring a new ordinance for the terms and conditions contract with BFI Waste Services of Texas, LP, DBA Allied Waste Services of San Antonio, DBA Republic Services of San Antonio, with applicable fees for services.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem?
Mr. Gallegos.
Yes, I move to approve to direct the city staff to bring a new ordinance for the term and condition contract with BFI Waste Service of Texas, LP, DBA Allied Waste Service of San Antonio, DBA Republic Service of San Antonio, with the applicable fees and services.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. And do we have any discussion?
We'll just apprise the council that if the vote is directed that way, we'll bring the ordinance at the next regularly scheduled meeting next Thursday night for a first reading, and at the first reading, or the second reading, the first meeting in September. After applicable advertising by our city secretary, it will be in effect October 1st. So we're prepared to implement it.
Thank you very much. All in favor of that motion, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then on to item number 10, discussion and action concerning the possible purchase of real property.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, Mr. Gallegos.
I move to direct the city managers, city attorney, and staff to proceed as discussed in executive session for the purchase of real property.
Second.
I have a motion and I have a second. Is there any discussion? Being no discussion, everyone in favor of the motion, raise your right hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And item number 11.
Madam Mayor
adjournment.
Pro Tem,
Mr. Gallegos.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second, and everybody's in favor. Meeting adjourned at 7:12 p.m.